and future seas, whose ears have heard the holy word that walked amongst the ancient trees, calling the lapsole and weeping in the evening dew, that might control the starry pole and fallen light renew. O earth, return, arise out of the dewy grass. Night is worn and the morn rises from the slumberous mass. Turn away no more, why wilt thou turn away? The starry floor, the watery shore is given thee to the break of day. That is my favorite poem of all time by William Blake, The Voice of the Bard, which we have named this wonderful stream we do every day after, right? William Blake. Why not? He loves William Blake as well, right? He knows William Blake quite well, better than I do. I mean, I just know a little bit. And that's all it took. That is all it took. All of this inspiration by this, this one person, William Blake. He wrote some stuff, he painted some stuff, and look at today, what he has done. Just that little bit, right? I mean, there's a lot of things that he has done. But the little bit that some of us get exposed to of others, it goes a long way, right? What little bit are you giving into the world today? What little bit are you bringing to people today, right? Sometimes people think less of themselves, right? They don't see their contribution to the world as a positive thing. Your little bit can last generations upon generations. William Blake is always going to be with us. He is never not going to be in the history of humanity. Just think of what you could do, right? Think about what you can do in your family, right, or your friends. Now, William Blake has, he's the all of these things written down, his poems and art. Sometimes there are things not written down that go unseen, that make the world of difference, right? Things that you do have a chain reaction that lead to greater chain reactions, right? That is your life. Think about what you could do in your life. Think about your potential. Think about what you could leave behind in the world. Go out and do that today, right? Go out and do that today. Be the encourager, right? Some of you saw that video yesterday that I put up, right? Be the encourager, right? Deb Richardson is here, down under Debbie. Good to see you, Deb Richardson, for your spiritual entertainment. And Deb had requested a poem yesterday, and I was out in my grove. I did not have my poetry that is all written down here. I don't have it memorized, obviously, but I wanted to talk about this one. This one's called Tailwin. Now, if you are Welsh, you're probably saying, what are you doing butchering my language? I know my ancestors are always rolling over there in their graves every time I use Welsh words. Tailwin is Tylluan. Tailwin is a Welsh word for owl. So this is about the owl that is in my grove. It is a massive, massive creature that I've seen. And I'm sure it might have been because of the mist made it a little bit bigger. Who knows? Maybe I was high. I don't know. But the owl in my grove, I mean, it's as big as my son from my perspective. But, things can be deceptive. All right. Near the ancient altars of Lupine, when Pearl Maiden takes her seat, the feathered sage begins to speak. Wisdom has made her choice. There will be no secrets here. Have you brought the offering? When king and lover dance above, near the stones of gracious deeds, the wanderer approaches from the east. She sits in sacred space, a temple not made by hand. There is nothing left to give. At the boundary of fallen leaves, as mist ascends in silent flight, the Ancient One takes to the skies. There you are. Taiulian. There you are. For Deb Richardson right there. She wanted, and that is obviously there's a lot of symbolism in that. You're like, wow, what is that about? It's actually highly symbolic, but it's about an owl who greets the evening, is waiting for his lunch. He's waiting for the evening to provide, and it doesn't, so he takes off. And there's some astrology in there as well, about the lovers in Gemini. The hunter and everything in the sky. The moon, of course, lupine takes a seat. All right. You can see the recitation of that is also in my Druidic poetry playlist, if you are interested in that. All right, where am I at here? Oaken Hill Hermit, rainy drear mooring for you. Oh, my. And there's a demon over there. Good to see you, our good friend. The demon. Good to have you here. Always meeting him before he begins his day to go teach the children's the ways of discipline. And the Knight of Cypher is here. Good to have you here, Knight of Cypher. And we wall lump LMAO. You got something strange on your head. Yeah, I do. What is it? What is strange to you is entertainment to others. Do you see the third eye? Right? Right here. You see it? The third eye. It's coming out across the airwaves here. You're all being entertained by you should see my third testicle. Oh man, then you would say something strange. Uses the like button, yes, for fertilizer for the garden here. Yeah, if you are here, you see it up there, touch it. Give it a touch, the like button. On the computer, it's downstairs, right? Upstairs here for us. The counter spell band is here. Oh my. Why is your live crazy as F? And by the way, I am in. You read well. Thank you. Well, it's always crazy here. It's a good time is what I try to provide for the world, right? You got to have a good time. And we have a good time every day as we come here with our wonderful patron here, Keredwin, our wonderful goddess who guides us, right? She is the muse. Oh my, where are we at? Praise the wise and holy mighty bard and his knights, the Knight of Cypher. David Solomon, good to see you. Lover of Vixen. Let's see. Yeah, David is such a fascination with our friend Vixen. He has a thing for bearded ladies, right? When he was younger, he would try to go to these circuses of old, right? They don't do that anymore. In the olden days, you'd have what is called the freak show, right? And this is when he was quite young. I mean, he's an older gentleman. He went to these freak shows where he found the love of his life, next to the alligator man. He was all there. The image is quite amazing. This is you can see that. You see on there it says Awen. This is a wonderful pewter statue of the goddess Keredwin. Yeah, I found a whole bunch of images of Keredwin online, and I always use one. This one is quite beautiful. I like the art of the statue. Yeah, she's called Keredwin. She is my ancestral patron here. Wonderful goddess of transformation. That's what it is. Pasta for tea. Oh man, what an exchange. Pasta for tea. So you're giving up your noodles to have a cup of a proper English tea, right? That's what you're doing. Mothman, you are big into dentistry. I bet you are, right? Some people, they have these strange, fetishes. And for this person here, it's all about pulling out his teeth, right? That really gets him going in the morning. Oh, some of the dentists in this area are quite annoyed by him always coming and always making dentist appointments. He had one dentist is like, you don't need to be here every week. You only need to come every 6 months. for cleaning. Well, he has a strange eroticism, right, with going to the dentist and dealing with his teeth, right? So that's a problem, right? Having no license won't stop you from practicing your craft. Oh, yeah, well, yeah, if your dentist does not have a license, he's only in it for a sexual pleasure. So it doesn't matter if you're licensed or not. He doesn't discriminate. Whatever person that wants to touch his teeth, that's the person for him. I mean, you could be any type of dentist that you want. He enjoys. Some people really like their doctors, right? Now you hear about people getting into that role play and stuff, dressing up like doctors and nurses. For him, it's the dentist, right? Come touch my teeth. Oh man. This is Benny Bard. Nice to see you, Benny. Good to have you here again. You've changed your name. Let's see here. Where am I at? Why is my computer shutting down? A non-licensed dentist. Oh shit. You don't wear the priest collar anymore? No, I don't. I haven't been a clergyman for since last year, right? It's been like 6 months since I've retired. So I'm no longer a clergyman, so I don't wear it anymore. I don't need it. I mean, it was good prop for a while, but we're doing quite well. We are at 33K. We are doing good. We'll be in the 50K next month. Yeah, my next month will be, next 3 weeks, we should hit 50K. And I'm assuming at some point it will slow down. That's how the algorithm works. It goes up, it goes down. It's kind of like your life, when you're going through life, your libido goes up and it goes down, causing all kinds of problems for you. Yeah. So that is the algorithm of YouTube, right? Yeah, I haven't been I have left Christianity last year in October, and I wore my clergy shirt for just a few months after, and now I don't need it anymore. Paul Dixon is here. Good to see you here, our friend, for your spiritual entertainment in the morning time. Good to have you here. It's always nice to see Paul. He's always saying nice things. What this damn green screen's pissing me off over here. I don't know what its problem is. It's getting all crazy over here in the corner. Oh shoot! You are probably my favorite streamer, but well, I might be your favorite streaker too. If you saw me running out last night at midnight, you're like, well, you should be at the ball game doing that, so everyone can see. Yeah, so I appreciate you saying that, Benny. I'm glad that I bring joy to you. I'm glad that we can have these conversations, right? Every day here, every day we are here, 7 days a week. Like and subscribe. I'm always doing this for you, for your entertainment privilege, right? Old Man River, you are here. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Nobody knows but Carrot Win. Good to have you here. Do I usually eat breakfast? No, I don't. Not normally. Depends on if I got the munchies or something. If I've taken a gummy in the morning, then I'll eat it. I usually eat once or twice a day. That is it. That is normal for me. Let's see here. Do you eat breakfast? A lot of people, you eat breakfast. I think it's overrated, right? It's just like extra, right? I found a healthy lifestyle just eating once or twice a day is all that I need. It makes you tired when you eat breakfast, right? A lot of you eat breakfast, because you're out in the fields or you're a farmer, right? You need that extra calories. All I'm doing is sitting down here, doing entertainment. I don't need it. Yeah. Glory to the Asiya. Morgan. Who is the Asiya? Now, is this like a deity of people's behinds? This Asiya deity? I don't know. You'll have to educate me. There's so many deities out there that people have. It's hard to keep up. And I'm sure there's lots of gods that represent your backside. Maybe that is for you. I'm not into genitalia deities. I've had a Shiva Linga for a while, but that you can get in trouble with those sometimes when you bring them to parties, right? You ever bring a Shiva Linga to a party? You're trying to share your Hinduism with people, and they think you're a pervert, right? No, it's not a stone dildo. It is a Shiva Linga. That's what it is. It's the sacred private part that represents, Shiva. The Shiva. The first thing in the universe was a penis and a vagina. If you know the mythology, right, of Shiva, that was the first. That's where all karma comes from. That activity. It's very much like the Christian mythology, right? You got the Adam and the Eve that have caused all the problems. All the karma comes from the Shiva Linga, right? It is the source of unity, the source of beginning, the source of power. But don't bring it to parties, because people will think that you're trying to turn it into an orgy or something. If you bring your Shiva Linga, keep your Shiva Lingas at home. I say, don't bring it to the supermarket. Now, if you live in the South like me, Walmart doesn't mind if you bring your Shiva Linga. You put it in your cart like you have a baby. Like, and everybody's looking at, why does he have a penis in his cart? No, it's a Shiva Linga. This is my religion. I have a right to express my religion, right? I have a great appreciation for Hinduism, right? And lots of my people that watch are from India, right? You've all been a great influence on me. All of your religion of private parts has helped me to be a better person. Thank you, my Hindu friends over there. Yeah, like I have 20% of my audience, I think, is from India, of my subscribers, right? So we love our Indian friends over there. Thank you for your commitment to me, your spiritual entertainment. Yeah. All right, where am I at here? Oh my, where are we at? Scrolling through here. Have you also have a very posh American accent? It's Waterdhavian, sir. Waterdhavian. That's where I get it from. It's American and posh, yes. All of that. Gwendolyn, the high priestess of the orchard, is here, backing up DJ Kedadwin on the background, spinning the hour here on the turntable. Kedadwin has two turntables and a microphone in the background here, mixing it up for all of you. Good to see our high priestess here. Morgan H.P. Lovecraft. No, I never really got into his stuff, right? Cthulhu is, I played a few Cthulhu video games. I've watched a few TV series that were based on Cthulhu that were quite well done. It's an interesting, that level of horror, right? I mean, it really is gripping, the Cthulhu mythology, right? The horror, what do they call it? The Arcanium or something like that. I can't remember. That level of horror is unique, right? That you get from the Lovecraft. It's very unique because there's really not if you watch like a horror movie, there's always hope, that the evil will be defeated at the end. With like Cthulhu horror, you're just waiting for it to be all over with. You're like living in anticipation and this deep-seated fear until the end comes, right? There's really no hope for you. Yeah. So it's very gripping if you watch any type of movies or video games that deal with Cthulhu, right? You're like, oh, shit, right? The bad photographer is here. Good to see you. You want me to sit still in my chair? Why? What's going on? You don't like what I'm doing here in my chair? I got ants in my pants? Yeah. Oh, for my back screen. That makes sense, right? The green screen keeps messing up on us here. You eat fruit most of the day, so you have a good bowel movement in the morning, right? You keep your bowels all fibered with all of the fruits throughout the day. Where are we at here in the chat? Let's see. The DJs in the medieval era had perfect beats. Yeah, I would imagine, right? You prefer smoking reefers? Either way, through the stuff I use, if guaranteed to make you a space cadet. Yeah. At some point, the reefer gets to me. Yeah. And I just enter a new state of consciousness. Like, get real wild, right? Yeah. Two cauldrons and a microphone. Yeah. Bruce Bowling. Good to see our good friend Bruce Bowling is here for your entertainment privilege, right? Always nice to see you, Bruce. Hope you're doing well. Now, do you practice bowling, Bruce? Because I see your name is Bowling. Or is that your last name? You are. My grandmother was a bowling Olympian. She's got all kinds of medals. She did bowling. She went into the senior Olympics when she was older, and did all of this Olympia stuff, right? And she's like like 90 something years old. I mean, she's really old, very healthy still. You don't want to work today, so you're using me as an excuse not to work. That helps. Yeah. I don't want to work today. I'm going to listen to the bard for my spiritual entertainment today. Robin is here. Good to see you, Robin. Hope you're doing well. International Plant Appreciation today. Robin is educating. So go out and appreciate your plants today in an appropriate way, because I know some of you are quite deranged, in your perversions. The plants aren't interested in that, right? The things that you do to your trees. Just be, you don't have to go that far. That's not what the day means. That's not how you appreciate plants. So, there's a different way of doing it. More an ethical form of treatment that doesn't involve your private parts. Oh, where are we at here? Homage to the doctor, more homage to Keridun, more homage to Buddha. Good. Lots of homages here by the Robin, our good tweeting friend here. Morgan, you love throwing cow shit and pooping in the street. What a wonderful person you are, right? We always love people that like to make the bowel movements in the middle of the street. What would we do without people like Morgan here, right? He's just making everything shitty, right? We watch me go to Walmart with a black hoot, just taking it like I'm having a legitimate conversation with it. Oh man, that would be hilarious, right? Oh man, carrying around this black statue of a goat in your little buggy, Oh man, that would be, people would call the police, right? Like, he's doing satanic rituals on aisle 3. Someone stop him, please help us, right? Let's see here. The vixen is here, the servant of Anubis. Solomon's been waiting for you in anticipation. He's got dreams of bearded ladies. That vixen is certainly not. I've seen her. She does not have a beard, but he has this strange desire to put a beard on vixen and to have his way. You got to respect our older community here. That's inappropriate, right? Super Scott is here. Good to see you, our good friend, the Super Scott. Always nice to see you here for your spiritual entertainment in the morning. Now, if you haven't checked it out yet, yesterday I made a video called Be the Encourager. Once a month at least, I release a long form video. It's not very long, but it's like 4 minutes, talking about your responsibility, right, to make the world a better place. So go check that out when you get a chance. Give it a like. Give it a hype. Hyping really helps it too. You got to do something with all those hype points, right? So give that video a hype. Every morning there's content here. Just before I got on, I get up like at 4 a.m. and I start making little YouTube shorts. So I got about 9 of those before I came on. I made a bunch of YouTube shorts. Every morning there's content. Yeah, there's always something here for people, right? We are in everything. All kinds of ideas we talk about, right? All types of conversation, spirituality and entertainment mixed together for your English. Mostly about druidry, right? Because that's my thing. What I practice in the world today. Well, yeah, it's about encouraging people about your responsibility. That we all have a role to do that. If you're not doing it, it does not get done. That's very important to understand that, when I was a clergyman, people expected me to do all of their hard work, right? They went out and lived their lives however they wanted. And they expected the clergy to be the nice people that bring good in the world. I mean, that's just a bullshit illusion. The clergy is supposed to be telling you how you're supposed to be living, right? And not the other way around, right? And they get all disappointed when you see your priest drunk at the tavern. Oh, he's drinking. Yeah, well, what the hell are you doing, asshole? I mean, you're supposed to be out doing good, not the clergy, right? So that was an illusion that I experienced when I was, I'm retired now. But many people, they're not interested in, living a life of helping, of being kind. They want other people to do it. And sometimes because you don't feel you are worthy, you don't feel like what you would say matters. Well, that's all bullshit, right? You have to understand that the power of love, it does its own work. You don't have to add to it anything. You just do it. And you let that love make its way in the world. If you are willing to have that courage in showing love to another person, you could change their whole life. And so that's what I talk about in that video yesterday. So go check it out. If you are interested in that, go give it a check out. Oh my, where am I at here? Where are we at in the chat? All of these wonderful people here with us every day. We are here. Oh my. So you're having several apples a day has virtually removed all your headaches, really. So that is the key to migraine, is having the apples. Maybe I'll try that. My family always struggles with migraines. It's a big thing. I used to have lots of them until I started using marijuana. Marijuana has helped, for whatever reason, stopped it. Mike the Prick Piccolo has returned to us, always whining about his religion, right? Always whining. Mike the Prick Piccolo. You always hear bitching about your religion. Yeah, don't be like Mike. See, Christians are supposed to be loving, not assholes, right? If you're being an asshole, you're not helping the world. Jesus would love people. It doesn't care what you believe about that love. He's going to love you, right? That's the point of the Christ. To love people even though they're not doing anything to earn it or deserve it. You still love the people. That's why he said, love your enemies. You just love. That's what you're supposed to be doing. Not being dicks like Mike the Prick Piccolo here. Virtual apples. Ooh. Oh my. Yep, there he goes. He's going at it again. I'm an evildoer by telling people to follow Jesus's command to love your neighbor and enemy. I'm an evildoer. You see how sick and deranged this person is? I just said that you're supposed to be loving people, and he calls me an evildoer. What are you doing to love people, Mike? You're being a dick. No one here is interested in anything you say. Look how you're acting. I mean, this is terrible. You don't have to act that way. If you are a Christian, why aren't you being kind to other people? But please accept this small token of my appreciation for the work you do. I really appreciate that, sir. I really do. Thank you so much for letting me be appreciated. I thank you so much. Yeah, I do this for a living, and I live off the generosity of all of you good people here and the commercials. Let's see here. Well, I have to go. All right, take care of the demon. Take care of yourself. Have a wonderful day. You're doing your PT this morning, so thank you for doing that. All right, let's see here. Today you are a pediatric home health nurse. Look at you. Thank you for doing that. Taking care of people in their home. The pediatrics, that's for children, right? You go, people that are young children that are struggling with whatever ailments and difficulties, right? That is the most difficult work, right? It's one thing to, help with elderly people, right, that are dying and suffering. when you're helping a child, I mean, that's terrible, right? You feel that sadness, when you see the child struggling, right? So thank you for people that are nurses and people that help other people in the world. You're making the world a better place, bringing hope to people. Let's see here. Male, female. Raib. Oh, are you being a pervert? Is that what you're doing? I hope not. Speaking about pricks, who comes on next? Kawika. Now, Kawika, he used to put like Jesus loves you and stuff. And when I said I wasn't interested in his religion, what does he do? He starts telling me he's going to kick my ass and hurt me and threatens my life, right? He's supposed to be a Christian. Is this do you think anyone here would be interested in your religion when you are being a dick? Again, Mike and Kolika here. It must be Dick Day here. He's calling me a loser. This guy is a loser. Everyone thinks he's a preacher, but really he is a big loser. And you're a big dick. Yeah, that's sad. You're a sad person. Have you ever huffed a fresh cow pie? No, that's not what I'm into. Some of you have some bizarre to me. Now it's fine for you if you like incorporating various bowel movements into your sexual life. That's your thing, not for me. Get a big salad bowl, put it over a fresh pile, and wait for a minute. See, we have some really strange people here that come on here. Right, in Old Man River, he takes the nomination here for the most deranged of the day, going around and finding creative ways to make things stink. I mean, that's really bizarre behavior to me. Yeah, poor little triggered boy. That's what he is, right? Oh, man. Where am I at here? He's always whining. Every time he comes on and whines, right? Then he says, Jesus loves you. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense to me. The only evil is what's inside a person. And yeah, Kawaka is definitely full of evil by the way he's acting. Oh, let's see here. If you come here to judge and be rude, please be kind enough just to leave. Thank you. Moderators, they don't put up with your shit, right? I don't mind people coming in and trolling if you're funny, right? I will go have a good time with you. But if you're just being a dick, that's not fun for anyone, right? Do something funny, right? Something that this isn't funny to me. Christians trolling, I think, is kind of a contradiction. Well said, Lord Bob. Use that magic wand to give them a rude ones a whipping. Okay, see, now David is going. See, he's got some strange ideas about human sexuality. I don't use my private parts to abuse people and whip them with them. Use them as weapons. Is that what they're doing over there in the UK? Because a lot of people don't have personal weaponry is kind of outlawed, right? So now they're using their wieners to go around to attack people. I can only imagine, David. I can only imagine. American Maker is here, my neighbor. American Maker, always making things on his channel over there. Good to have you here, American Maker. It's not a good morning for you. You're going to disappear for a whole week in a recovery center. Well, do that. Yeah. Your recovery is the most important thing to the world. Your choices do matter. So please do that difficult work of recovery. Don't go on one last binge. Say, no, I'm going now. That's always that one last. When you are about to enter into recovery, you say, I'm going to go out and binge, and then I'm going to recover. You have to understand that if you do that, you might not come back. Yeah, don't give in to that temptation where you want to go and do all of these drugs or that alcohol binge, you might not come back. Something terrible might happen. When you know you're supposed to be in recovery, you do it immediately. You don't compromise. Well, I want to go and, do all of this before I do it. No, your recovery is now. You don't wait around for it. Don't play games. If you're going to be living a life of sobriety, it starts now. Don't screw around. This bullshit is, I want to go out and do it one more time. No, because you might not come back. You can't mess around with addiction. Addiction will say, just this once. Well, that once may be your last time forever. You may never come back. You might, that last pill that you take might mess up your brain forever, where you're a complete raving lunatic now. You don't mess around with drugs. Don't mess around with substance abuse, right? In that way, right? All right, let's see here. Fundamentalists have been preaching that empathy is evil. Yeah, they're sick people. They are sick people. Yeah. There are good Christians. There's good things in Christianity. But the church has been an evil entity in this world since its beginning, right? Look what it's doing. Look what it has done. The church is not good. These institutions control people through fear and manipulation. They are unhealthy. It's time to leave them. If you want to live Jesus' teachings, you don't need the church. That's the biggest scam, that you need them. They're trying to control you. They're trying to manipulate you. They need you. You don't need them. They need you. Without you, they don't exist. I don't think that Christ ever wanted a church, because look what has happened. It is a great evil. If his teachings are divine, they don't need people to go around promoting them. They will make their way into the hearts of humanity, right? Just like, Socrates, right? He's a wonderful, you don't have the Church of Socrates out there, right? You have people that promote his ideas. And look what it has done. It's changed the world. All right, let's see here. It's going to be a great week for all of us, certainly. Commentary connoisseur. Good to see you, our good friend. It's always nice to have you. See all you wonderful people. I really enjoy, being here every day and having these conversations with you, right? This is my life. The end of my life here. I got, I'm halfway dead because, I'm going to be 50 years old soon. I'm halfway dead. And for the rest of my life, I'm going to commit it to doing this every day, until I retire, right? About maybe beyond that. I don't know. Who knows? You'll see me all here. My all of my parts are falling off or something, and I'm still talking to you, right? Who knows, right? Good morning to all people. Jesus was a social justice warrior, and the Fundis hate that. Yeah, they want him to be an ideology warrior rather than a person of action, a person of love, a person of transformation. They want him to be an ideology warrior, where you don't have to do anything, you just have to have the ideas about him, right? That's such a scam, right? The idea that you just have to have an idea about the deity and not do anything, right? That's what they get pissed off about when you tell them, that ideology doesn't save you. It doesn't do anything for you. Just makes you feel good about yourself. You're not going to be fooling your deity. You're like, I had all the right ideas. He's like, who gives a shit, right? I can only imagine. You're standing up there before the God, right? And you say, I believed all the right things. And, what is he going to say to you? What does that do for me? Not a damn thing. Who gives a shit, right? Your ideas don't do anything for you unless you're doing something about them. And going around making people feel guilty that they don't have the right ideas is not what you're supposed to be doing. Like some of you assholes that come on here, you're like, you don't have my ideas. You're going to be burning forever. That doesn't help people. That doesn't benefit humanity by going around making people feel guilty for not having the same ideas as you. That doesn't do shit, right? Oh my, where are we at here? Jerry Ginger is here. Good to see Jerry Ginger. Good to have you here, our good friend. Always nice to see you. Our good friend with Keredwin here on the turntables, spinning the hour here, just for you, the wonderful goddess Keredwin. Oh, Keredwin, guide us. Where are we at? Oh, my goodness, here. Oh, scrolling through this wonderful commentary here. Oh, what are you saying here? A fresh cow pie is yucky. Yeah, it's disgusting. Yeah. Dookie McDuke is here. Oh, man. What are we going to do? It's the talking donkey in the Bible related to this knocking saint in Genesis. Yes, they are lovers. Did you not know that? Right? That gives them their power of expression, their intimacy. Yeah. Yeah. There's people that believe that this is a real life thing, the talking donkey and the talking snake. These are mythologies. They are not meant to be real life experiences. All of that stuff is written as mythology, not historical data. And it's really silly when you have people, oh, that's what really happened. That the dumbass talked, right? As it says in the King James Version. No, donkeys do not talk, right? They do talk, but not in the way they don't speak in English or your native tongue. I mean, all animals have a language, right? That you learn. If you are close to the animal, you begin to understand what they want of you, how they love you, right? All animals have a language that they speak, and they want to be heard. The animals desire to be loved by you. They reach out to you in their own way, right? What happens when you see an animal? What is your first desire? Most of you is you want to touch it, right? You want to love it. You want to pet it. You know, animals, that's their language. It is one of love. Yeah. So go love an animal today, right? Adopt a pet or something, right? Uh, I don't think people should be without pets. I think that is part of our humanity, is to have an animal that we bond with. If you haven't bounded yourself to an animal in some way, you really haven't lived. You know, animals are a part of the human experience, and having a pet is very important for you to grow, to experience life. As I've said, I've had many, many pets, many, many animals in my life. I really have not learned to love animals until I learned to see how my rabbits, speak to me. They brought me to a new experience of human nature. This intimacy, friendship, and bond that I have with my animals, right? My rabbit is my totem animal, as you all know. The rabbit is what I see myself as, and the rabbit is what spoke to me. It has helped me to see animals in a whole new way. And soon we'll bring our tortoise on today. Some of you haven't seen the tortoise in a while. Now, did you see those videos I put up of the tortoises that I saw at the zoo over in Busch Gardens? I mean, these tortoises were massive, and they were so cute. One was just poking its head out of the water to me. It had this giant shell. It was just chilling in the water. It winked at me. I don't know if you could see that in the YouTube short I made of it. I mean, I just wanted to go give that a hug, right? It was so adorable. This tortoise, he's just chilling in the water. Everyone's just watching it. It's good. You go check out those. If you haven't seen it, the other day I went to Busch Gardens and I put a ton of animal videos up. Really good quality, some of them. Wonderful background music to them. All right. Yeah. So in the Bible, when you're reading it, you have to understand that you're reading a mythology. This isn't like you're reading the life in times of George W. Bush or something, right? The 40-something president or something, right? I randomly picked something. And I don't... where are we at here? I hope everything is having a good day so far. Certainly. Glad to be here. Yeah, American Maker, we appreciate you. You're a wonderful contribution to our community here. And if he likes making stuff, if you want to watch his channel, right? Let's see. You could imagine not being armed. That sounds like a bad dream. Yeah, some people are there. There's reasons to be upset about weaponry and things, right? It is a, for me, I could not imagine a life without it because I've been in danger, a lot of times in my life, and I don't ever want to be in danger again. And so it gives me a peace to have this, especially when I'm out in my swamp, right? What am I going to do when a giant bear comes down and tries to, procreate with me? What am I going to put some pepper spray on it? What is that going to do, right? Or Bigfoot, by the way. I mean, watch out for them. Speaking of Bigfoot, Huge Rod is here. What's in his wallet or pants, right? Good morning, Father, but how are you this day? You are splendid. I'm glad to hear that. Huge Rod. Good to have you here. Yeah, he is huge, right? Yeah, huge, large and in charge here. I was watching the show of this gentleman. He had it was like they do these strange surgeries. And this gentleman did something. He pinched his testicles, and they began to swell to such a large size that he could no longer wear pants, and he had to get his friends driving him around to places and stuff. He became basically homebound. And he didn't have insurance or something, and this show helps people out like that. And I'm watching this, and he starts complaining about his penis size when his testicles are taken away, because it was all swollen up, like Huge Rod here, right? I thought that was funny. He's like, "What happened to it?" Well, your testicles are fixed now. Things are different for you in the world now. Let's see here. Michael Danger is here. You don't like what the new pope is saying? Well, I'm not concerned with the great politician of the world. I'm not interested in any popes. I left the Catholic Church a long time ago. They're all like, when I was a Catholic, Saint Francis was around, or Pope Francis, right? He was always doing this double talk. We want to help gay people. Then, oh, no, we don't. I mean, if you are a gay person, you're never going to be accepted in the Catholic Church. You'll never be able to come to communion. That is always going to be, if for them to accept the gays, then they have to say that the Bible is not what it's supposed to be. The Bible is the problem. The Bible is the evil book with its instructions on how to punish gay people with stoning and things like that, right? So that is the problem, is the Bible, right? And the Catholic Church created the Bible. So, to allow gay people to be in the Catholic Church again would make it fall apart. Right? There'd be all kinds of divisions. There's a lot of homophobia in Catholicism. I know, because unfortunately, I was a part of that problem. But now I'm gay, right? Tuesdays and Thursdays only. Oh, man. Farmer Fiona is here. You liked my nice speech yesterday about the sun and forgiveness? You had a good time? Yeah, I did my my Grove stream, my Grove stream yesterday morning, and we had a good time watching the beautiful sun come up. I do that. Sometimes it's sundown, sometimes it's sunup. I do my Grove streams, right? When is my birthday? Half a century? Yeah. You're having a midlife crisis too? Yeah, my birthday is in July. I am a Cancer. Yeah. That's why I cry all the time. If you're a Cancer, you where? And we're always clingy, right? I need love. I need love. Give me that love. Right? That's the way of us Cancers, right? We are very clingy. That's why we have the claws in our astrological sign, right? We are very clingy, and we like to we cry about everything, right? I mean, I cry at movies. I cry when I hear a song on the radio. Yeah, I mean, I'm always crying about everything. That's just the way we roll. People who are Cancer, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, let's see here. You're having a midlife crisis there on the farm, right? Yeah, midlife crises are different for everyone, right? Sometimes it's the same. We are getting old. What are we going to do now, right? For some people, the midlife crisis is one of, I've done everything. What is left to do? I don't feel any purpose in my life. I've achieved everything. I'm making all the money, and I feel empty inside. It's because you've been living your whole life in an illusion, thinking that if you achieve something, that somehow you will feel purpose in your life. It's all a scam, right? By society, materialism. You've always had purpose. Now you have to get to know yourself on the inside, right? And that is difficult because once you start doing that, right? If you ever sat alone when you're entering this midlife crisis state, and you realize I don't feel good on the inside. I've done all of these things. You realize you hate yourself pretty much. You sit down, you're like, I don't like being alone. I feel like I'm tormented when if you sit down for 10 minutes, these people go nuts, right? You have to learn to love yourself and sitting through that pain, saying, this is okay. I am wonderful and I don't need to achieve. I don't need to become. I am what I am, and that's good. Uh, Knowing you're loved, I think, is key to that. And I try to teach and encourage people to understand that there's always something loving you. The universe, the God, whatever you want to call it. I heard from a voice, 30 years ago, as some of you know, it told me that I'm always, I'm never alone. I'm always being loved. I'm always being loved. And I try to share that experience with other people. Even though I heard the voice, even though I had that spiritual experience, I had to believe it. I had to trust. That's really a key, right? You don't want to trust that you're loved because for whatever reason, you don't see yourself as valued. Because you haven't done this or you have done that. Sometimes it's you've done a lot of the bad shit, right? And you don't feel it's possible. For you to be loved, even though because you've done all of these terrible things, right? You uh, People that have done terrible things, right? Some of you have done terrible, terrible things, and this causes you to feel this ongoing guilt and shame, right? You have to understand that everyone has done terrible things, some more than others. I mean, how do you want to define terrible, right? Just because you've done that doesn't this activity doesn't have to define you right now. You can learn from this. Yeah, I did some terrible shit, but I'm not going to do that anymore because that's not who I am. For whatever reason, we do terrible things. We are not perfect. We get caught up in the heat of the moment. Last week, my son's auto dealership, they made a terrible mistake and they tried to scam me, making me want to buy a battery. Well, I went in there basically told them fuck off, right? That was on my part that was a mistake. I could have done it differently. I could have been more courteous, right? Maybe it was just a mistake for them, trying to charge me for a battery I didn't need. And when I said, hey, give me my battery, I'm going to take it back to the person I just bought it from because there shouldn't be anything wrong with it. And they said, there's nothing wrong with this. Those people are incompetent. So I went back and said, you're trying to scam me. I didn't have to do that. I think you've made a mistake, right? We make terrible mistakes, and we're going to make them again. Hopefully not as bad as we probably did in the past, right? We all have the skeletons in the closet. But this skeleton, right, for whatever reason, at that moment, you recognize that was wrong. The ability to say, to look in your life and say, oh, that was wrong. I'm not going to do that again. That takes great courage, right? That takes great courage to say, my value is not set by that. That is a memory. You have a memory. The memory does not have to define you. The memory belongs to you. You always have that baggage, right? And that's okay because everyone has a suitcase. Some suitcases are quite large, right? But the luggage is part of the journey. The luggage does not have to define you. What defines you is what you're doing right now with your life. And that's very important that you learn that. Let's see here. Where are we at? Scrolling through here. You keep thinking about, let's see here. Where am I at? I just lost my comments here. Yeah, I'm a little bit behind already. But I catch up. I catch up. Fiona, you keep thinking about a Jesus tattoo, but you're not sure Jesus is your main man. Yeah. I think it would be appropriate for you to get it on your forehead. That if you want to be that devoted, right? Get it on your forehead. That's really spreading the message. Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of good Christian tattoos, right? That are out there that people get, right, to honor their religion, right? I could never get another tattoo. I thought about getting another one when my wife and our anniversary, but it's too damn painful. I remember the last one, I got passed out, basically. It was too damn painful. It was just a little tiny thing. Katarina is here. Good to see you, Katarina. Yeah. Father Eon shot your bowl. He was lame. I'll stay away from. That's sad. I'm sorry to hear that. That your bowl was eliminated. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, it's hard when you have a farm, right? And you got to put an animal down. I mean, that's a difficult thing, right? That's a difficult thing to do. You just pick weeds or something. That's what you're into, the weed. You're going to let your husband run the farm. Mesman, Jesus tattoo is the ultimate blasphemy. Your legs will go longer and you will inherit $1 billion. Oh, not if you get it on your forehead, right? Yeah. Let's see. You got to think. You got to be original with your tattoos. How many, like, have Christ walking on water on your forehead, right? Do like the whole biblical scene, right? That would be original, right? You don't see that in the world. People got 666 on their forehead. Have Jesus walking on water over your head, right? I have a large forehead. It's like I could put a whole biblical scene on there, right? Have him casting out devils or something. That would be interesting. Oh my. Good to see you, Mesman. MP3, is that a Hindu god? It could be. It could be Pravati, right? The goddess of wisdom over there. They are the same to me. Keladwin and Pravati to me are the same. They're just two different cultural expressions of the same individual mythology. Sophia, right? The divine Sophia. The lady who comes down, Carl Jung Sophia, comes down, dances with you, right? She's not way up here. And like the Christians and the Catholic Church, the Virgin Mary is above the world. Sophia is down here. She's not above. Yeah. Somebody's above is no good to you, right? They're above you. Sophia comes down and dances with you. Pravate dances with you. Keradun dances with you. Let's see here. The world is exhausting. It can be, certainly, right? Especially for the difficulties you have in farm life, right? Turcorium in portorium. Paul's lies dies. Oh, what do you have against Paul? Who is this Paul person? You're talking about the Bible? Farming with animals can be hard without, yeah. You can deep connections with them, yeah. Right. It's not ideal, right? And that's your way of living, right? You wouldn't kill any of them if you could, right? You let your husband do all the dirty work. Right? Suppose they can have a short, happy life. Poor Paul, he was suffering with his leg. Too much riding. Yeah, sad, right? Why not, my large brother? Why not is our official large brother of the community here. He is the official representative of Masonry. is our official expert. If we have any questions about the Masons, we go to our friend. Why not? One of the things you are reading, The Life and Times of George Bush, you better believe that's quite a few embellishments here. A new world order. Remember who made that Testament or something, that band, that really hard rock band back then? I forgot what it was called. There was a song on MTV with Bush running around this giant head, the New World Order. Remember that? I forgot the name of that hard rock group back then in the early 90s. A New World Order. Oh man. Let's see. Oh, you think I'm just going to drop out of society and disassociate? Oh, that sounds like fun. How are you going to do it? Tell us. A disassociation from society. Your midlife crisis, right? And where will that? The society is not the problem. If you're having a midlife crisis, society is not the problem. You are. It's how you're perceiving your experience is the problem, right? Going and hiding in the wilderness doesn't help you. It's going into yourself. That will bring the healing that you need. Let's see here. Raven is here. Good to see you, Raven. Always nice to see our good friend, the Raven. Good to have you here and I will be here another hour with you. Go up and touch the like button up there. Right above Keredwin's head up there. You see that thumb? That's where they hide it, right? I didn't know that. When I was watching people's live streams, I'm like, where the hell's the thumb? I thought that was like how many you got. And so then I had to go up and touch it, right? Let's see here. Friendly Incon is here. Testicles are overrated. Yeah, you think so? We could just slop them all off, right? So they're overrated for you. You don't get any pleasure out of them anymore. That's what you're saying. Yeah. Some people enjoy them, right? For you, your hands are all wore out, right? Pocket pool is no longer a sport you enjoy, right? You've already mastered it. You're fond of your testicles, yeah. If they are in the wild, they will have a hard life. I don't know. Yeah, well, that's part of our experience, right, with animals. We are always eating each other. We're always struggling with life. When they become your pets, right, and you bring your humanity to a new level, right, and they come to a new level. That is the future of evolution. This integration of ourselves in the natural, where we bring the natural to a new mode of being. And one day we won't be eating each other, right? All that will be worked out, right? That's what all of these cycles in this web of life that we belong to. These cycles of dying, of being reborn, reincarnation, resurrection, whatever you want to call it. All of this dying and coming back again. It has a purpose. It's not just so you can die and come back again. It is ordered to a better experience of the world. And that's where we are headed right now in terms of our evolution, both physically and spiritually. See here, Tron is here. You think I would like to just not have a head and care? Well, yeah. Are you having a pity party with yourself, right? We like to do that, right? We like to have we throw these tantrums as old people, and try to find. What we're doing is we're going every other direction than in here. This is the problem. Not out here, not your head, not all of these things. It's in here, right? This is where all the problems. You have to guide your ship into that. Go through the storm. Work with it. Let it teach you. Let the midlife crisis be a teacher, not something you flee from. Let it be your teacher. God bless American towel. You like playing with towel rods? Is that what you're doing? Yeah, some people, they have interesting desires. When I use towels, to dry my hands and, on the roller. To me, it is just utility. It does not have any purpose beyond that. Now I'm not going to look at, my kitchen the same because of you. I'm going to be looking at that thing differently now. You people ruined me, damn it. You ruined me. Praise Canada when Jamin is here. Good to see you. Good to have you here for your spiritual entertainment in the morning time, 7 days a week. I am your bard. Like, subscribe, join our community. There's a join button there. Think about this. You buy me a coffee, small, medium, or large. You get all these cool emojis. You get a symbol by your name. You get Discord access, and you get to be part of this wonderful experience. You are founding the experience of spiritual entertainment throughout the whole entire world, right? And I will be here every day. As long as you're buying me coffee, I will come here every day to have conversations with you. Every day, I will be here. Think about that. All right, here. Where does it say anything about gays? The Bible? The Bible has a whole city of gay people destroyed called Sodomy and Gomorrah, right? That's where the word sodomy comes from. You have in the laws of Moses, if men and men lay together, they gives them instructions on how to murder these gentlemen, because that is an abomination to the God, right? He doesn't like gay people. You have this experience continued on in the New Testament, where it says that the homosexuals shall not inherit the kingdom of God, that the effeminate, the perverse, the as it calls them, all of these names, they will be in the lake of fire. So it's throughout the Bible. The Bible is not a good book. It is a book, certainly, of many, many books and ideas, but the idea that it is good. If I gave you a book on how to murder gay people, you would say, no, thank you, most of you that are not of a deranged mind. The Bible gives instructions on how to murder gays, right? Oh, they are wild and intended to be created as hard, yeah. Let's see, where are we at here? You are not so coming back as a crab. It's so cruel. I think I will cook them alive. I don't see reincarnation as spread across various life forms. I mean, that's possible. I believe in the personhood, the evolution of person, of theosis, right? That your personality evolves into a greater and more efficient experience in what is to come. And you don't go back in species that do not have the capacity to help you develop in that way. So I think I'm going to continue to be a greater form, whatever that might be, a better type of human, who knows, right? Oh, it's posthumous. I'm still here. Of course I am, Benny. You do everything tenfold and we'll just do it again because we're all good at it. Yeah, we are. Contentment is a powerful thing. Yeah, the word of the day, contentment, right? It's difficult to be content, is it not? Is it not difficult to be content? Do you have struggle with it? What happens when you say, I have all I need, I'm okay. I'm right here. What do you want? No, I need more. I need something to happen, right? And then you get into these mentalities that start driving you like a horse through life. Contentment is a courageous choice to say, I have everything I have need of in this moment. Oh, man. Rolling them out here. Let's see, where are we at here? You just got here? Welcome. You're glad you can't have anything that comes out of the water, but as practicing Buddhist, you can eat anything. I was alive before it was here. It placed you. I see. Let's see here. Oh, it's getting cold in here. Ooh, the air conditioner shouldn't be on right now. Still chilly in here. You have learned, if I have harmed anyone, oh shit, where does that go? If I have harmed anyone in any way, either knowingly or unknowingly, my own confusions, I ask their forgiveness if anyone has harmed me in any way, either and unknowingly. Yeah, that's an important profession, right? That forgiveness is part of our spiritual journey. If you don't forgive, you don't grow. That's just a fact of life. You cannot not experience getting so angry, upset, or harmed by another person in this life in some way. Forgiveness is the spiritual and mature response that says that I am not an animal. I am beyond this rage or lack of, connection to that person, where I want to keep them far away from my experience, right? Forgiveness is the spiritual response. If you want to grow, you have to forgive. At some point, you're going to be hurt in some way. You have to forgive. Forgiveness is the only thing that will make you grow. And the more you are, this is the mystery. The more you are hurt, and the more you forgive, the more you grow. I don't understand that. Do you? Have you not noticed that? That the more you've experienced trauma or pain in your life, the greater capacity that you have had to forgive has given you more power. Have you noticed that? I think it's fascinating, isn't it? It's fascinating. Where are we at here? You want to get the Last Supper scene across the forehead here tattooed? That would be fun. That would be fun. People that think a tattoo is bad are the same people that will eat at McDonald's for years. Yeah, I mean, it's so stupid. Like these puritanical people, right? I remember this person. When I was a Christian, I talk about having a beer or something. He's like, you shouldn't do that. It is sinful. And he is eating bacon, right? I'm like, did you know that in that bacon, there's more chemicals? You call my body the temple of the Holy Spirit, so I shouldn't drink beer. I go, there's more chemicals that are harmful to your body in that bacon than there is in a glass of beer. So who is the one doing the sin here, right? There's a reason why your body has all of these filters and things, right? We are meant to consume the world in some capacity. And your body filters it out, right? And obviously, when you go beyond the filter, that is an abuse, right? Let's see here. Bug is here. Hello, Sabat. Can I get a Yahoo? What do I look like, a prairie dog? I mean, you ever see those? Are adorable, right? The prairie dogs when they do their Yahoo. But there's this one famous YouTuber that does that. His prairie dog. What is his name? Pappy or something? He's adorable. He does these Yahoos. If you ever seen these prairie dogs, they're quite adorable little creatures, right? And they have such an adorable response to you. They say Yahoo, right? Let's see here. You told you guys you were looking before giving up and going into exile after knowing all the lies. Now you're going to get a Jesus tattoo on your forehead. Look at you. You are living it out, right? Take care, Fiona. Take care. Yeah, you live directly in the wilderness. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? It's why you show up with beef, with the like. Why are you showing people your beef? Do you find that people find that inappropriate, right? When you are showing your stuff. Yeah, usually people will call the police when you show up at like a gas station, and just do that, right? And you like to make a confession. I'm not really a flying squirrel. My profile picture is just a picture of your friend. Really? So you're all this time, I thought you were a squirrel. You have really duped me. What are you, a badger? Badger, 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 badger. Snake! Mushroom! Badger, 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 badger. Yeah, I love that. Just sit there and watch that for hours, right? Where are we at? Where are we going? Where are we at here? Oh, let's see here. Why do you not ruin your bard? It is yourself that ruins you. Well, you're not ruined. I mean, you can't ruin yourself. You can certainly make terrible decisions, but that's not the end of the story, right? What you are made out of, what you come from is immortality, the universe, right? You are made of stars. You think about how wonderful you are. You are made of stardust, right? How wonderful. What you do can never take that away. Uh, what we do is just memories in our journey. And some of us have a big luggage, as I said earlier, a bunch of garbage that we have done. That's okay. That's okay, right? Everything's going to be okay if you want it to be. Yeah. You did those things, so what? I mean, you don't have to tell people. No, I mean, keep that to yourself. You need to go to confession or anything. You are accepted when you accept yourself. When you say, I'm okay. You have to have the courage to do that about yourself. Say, I'm still wonderful. I did those, yeah, shit happens. But now I'm going to live my life in the way that is good and brings purpose to others. Hiroshi is here. Good to see you, Hiroshi. Always nice to have you here. Our friend in the morning for your spiritual entertainment privilege 7 days a week. Oh my. Yusha Yada Shinwan Yanyan is here. You are exiting the matrix here. You think I am providing access to the archons here. Through pain, you do learn compassion, right? Yeah, you learn empathy, right? When you experience those things. And if I used to think when I was a Christian, if there was a judgment, I didn't believe at some point I was a Christian universalist, right? I did believe in a judgment, but it wasn't a torment. It was something that purified you. If there is a God that judges you, I think the judgment is based on how all the shit that you have done to others, you get to experience that yourself. And what happens when you do that? When you learn the pain of others, you learn empathy, right? You like, I'm really sorry, because you understand what you have done, right? That's how I would see a judgment, that they experience what they did to you, right? That they get to live that out, and then they come out the other end. That was terrible, right? They learn from it. That's how I would do a judgment if I was a deity. That makes sense to me, not tormenting you for all eternity. I mean, that's so wicked and evil. We are supposed to live a life almost as if we need to remember something. Yeah, we struggle with that, right? What is going on here is, we ask that at some point, and we make a life journey out of it. We're trying to get somewhere, to get back to some place, right? It's how you journey that matters. And sometimes people, they take the wrong vehicles or the wrong ideas, wrong places. When the journey is supposed to be inwards rather than outward, right? Outward, it's temporary. Inward is forever. You go deeper and deeper and deeper. Oh man, where am I at here? Let's see here. Your friend asks why I always listen to the bard. I just say logic, man, logic. Yeah, there's a reason why you are here, right? I was in the right place at the right time to bring you the spiritual entertainment that you all deserve, that you all inquire for, right, in life. Who else is doing this? Who else provides you the finest in spiritual entertainment, right? There it is, the like button at the top. Like, subscribe, join our community. Cup of coffee. That is all that it takes to keep your bard here every day. As long as someone is always going to that join button and purchasing a coffee for me, I will always be here for you till the end of time. I will remain with you, my friends, spreading the good word of Keridwen here, the goddess of the cauldron of the hour. making sure that you are inspired, that you are encouraged, that you have what you need. Spirituality, comedy, together in one place. Nowhere else do you find this. Only the bard is able to bring that to you. The guide to exiting the hate and the tricks. Yeah, it's a shame remaining in a lot of these people, right, that came on earlier. What do you see when they start making these accusations? And I had a lady come on here the other day at the end of the show last week. She's like, "Yeah, you are a really bitter person." What are you saying, right? Look what you're doing. You're the one being bitter. You're making all of these accusations to me because you don't like perhaps my ideas. I'm not forcing my ideas on anyone. I'm an entertainer. But you are being offended by it. That tells me a lot about you. You're saying I am bitter. But what are you expressing here? What are you doing? And this is the case with a lot of these, religious people that we meet in life. They carry around this guilt and shame. It's perpetuated in their life. It doesn't matter what church. There's always somebody crying at the end of the service because they feel guilty all the time, or whatever, right? And the Catholics are worse at it. I mean, all of their devotions, like the Rosary or the Divine Chaplet, right? For the sake of a sorrowful passion, have mercy on us in the whole world. I mean, chanting that out, you're repeating the guilt and the shame over and over again. They say, we are appreciating what he did. He didn't do that for you. You are doing that to yourself. We do this because we appreciate what he has done. No, you do this. He didn't do whatever he did for you to remain in guilt and shame all the time. I mean, this is really, really unfortunate that has been, the bulk of religion. When you tell people, what happens when you want to go to for instance, a church? Someone invites you to a church, or you decide to go visit a church. What is like the number one thing that people experience? Are they looking at me? Right? It is judgment. At some point, they are able to manipulate you to keep you in a state of shame and guilt all of the time, making you feel that, God has been so pissed off that he's had to murder people in order to be satisfied, right? He's always angry. He's always going to make you pay for what you've done. You don't think of the deity as a loving, benevolent entity. You think of it as a judge and jury that's ready to distribute justice on your life, that you're just a mere object, not a person, a being that doesn't have a real proper parent. You're just, could you imagine if, there are terrible parents that don't operate as father or mother. They operate as judge and jury all the time, right? They're always interested in punishing their children or something, right? What do we do with parents like that? We take away their damn children. We take them away. But what do Christians do? They make it their God, this type of father. And this is a great shame, and it's very unfortunate, because what I know of God is good and loving. He doesn't always like what I do, but still going to love me no matter what. And it's a shame that you have these people just living all the time, upset with themselves, guilt and shame 24 hours a day. And then what do? They spread that to others. I mean, it's really this huge mental delusion that's been generationally perpetuated. One generation after the next, guilt and shame. Here you go. Let me teach you. What do you teach your children when you're teaching them your new religion here? You're teaching them how to be guilty and shameful. This is what you're doing, right? I never taught my children that God sends people to hell to torture them. Yeah, and because I was a universalist for most of my Christian experience. But in the beginning, I didn't believe that way. I thought, torture chamber. Now I think it's all bullshit, that there is no such thing as salvation, that they have made that up to control you, to make you feel guilty about doing something, right? See, oh man, where am I at here? All you wonderful people, I'll be here for another 30 minutes with you for your spiritual entertainment privilege. 7 days a week, you have the bard here with you, providing the finest in entertainment with our wonderful goddess and patron here, Caledwin. Accept her into your life. She's a wonderful goddess. All right, where am I at here? With all of you wonderful people here. Oh, let's see. You do not drink the water drinks you. Oh shit. What's going on with that? What is going on with that? Let's see here. Guide to, I've never seen the bard acting bitter. Yeah, every now and then I lose my cool. I mean, it happens, right? Somebody pisses me off on here or something. I haven't either. I've only seen him poke fun at haters and trolls. Yeah, I try to have fun with him. He went to a church service with a childhood friend. It was charismatic evangelical. It scared the shit out of you, right? I can only imagine, right? I can only imagine. Yeah, when I was a kid, I went to a church with a friend of mine at a youth group, and his mother gets up, poopy pants, and I just started laughing my ass off, and he punches me in the arm. I'm like, is your mom drunk? I mean, what's going on with this place here? And then he had to explain that shit after me, speaking in the tongues. Just it was really bizarre when I first saw it. And then eventually I became, when I was a Christian, I tried the charismatic movement out for a few years. So I ended up knowing he taka taka ti 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 to 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 ti ti ta ta ta. Oh, that was God. He said, give the bard your money before it's too late. Let's see. Where are we at here? You kind of like the idea that put out with that show Lucifer. You put yourself in hell based on your own guilt. Yeah, pretty much, right? It's from your perspective. It really is. No good, loving God would create such a place as hell. Yeah, to torment you for all eternity. Yeah, that's been my conclusion, right? But people insist that God is an asshole. They want to keep, bringing that to our attention every day. Don't tell me my God's not an asshole. You are a blasphemer. I don't understand why you want your God to be like that. It's sad because that was me, but I didn't know any better. That's what was taught to me about the God. I had no other resources. I didn't have any other influences. Just, the Western culture that I grew up in that provided all of these ideas, right? That's what I was exposed to. But fortunately, I got an education, right? Infinite punishment for a finite crime. Horrible. Yeah, that is, right? Punishment is the idea of punishment. If you are a father or a mother, the idea of punishment is correction. You are making it uncomfortable for their bad choices with whatever discipline that you're giving to them. You're trying to help them to not repeat a behavior and to learn from it by the punishment. That's what punishment is. And when a Christian tells you that God is going to punish you for whatever in an eternal pit of fire, they are repurposing that word punishment, which is actually torture. They should say torture, because punishment is a good thing. It is a needed thing for growth and development. And if you are a father or mother deity, that would be appropriate. If you are into this, we are down here learning and we are the children, punishment is a healthy and good and valuable thing. Torture is not. The fear of torture is why many people choose their religion. They feel that they're going to be tortured for whatever reason. And the Christian idea is quite irrational. If you look at it, you just write it down on a table. Define what a God is, how good and wonderful they are, and then follow these conclusions. I mean, it makes no sense to have a God that tortures you for all eternity. I mean, that is terrible. Let's see here. Souvenir Penisif. Good to have you here. It's always good to have a souvenir penis, and we have one here in the audience. You never know what you could use them for. They're great at parties. Sometimes if you lose your, utensils for eating, you could use it. I mean, you could erect it up in your garden to keep the birds away. I mean, there's so many. It could, and also Shiva Linga could come in handy as well for that if you are Hindu. You could just put it down on a table or something. Yeah, good to have you here. And our good friend coming to us from the deep forests of Montreal, riding up on a moose, butt naked, drinking the Ambrosian syrup in one hand. It is the deity, Yo Maple. He is here for his spiritual entertainment. We entertain deities here. Yeah, if you have been in Canada and you have heard of the sightings of Moose Man, it is our friend here, Yo Maple. He drives this giant moose. He's butt naked running around. He's a perfect syrup commercial, right? He'd be like the greatest syrup mascot. He's running around Montreal on his moose, drinking the beverage there of the Ambrosian syrup. So it's always nice to see you, our good friend, Yo Maple. I hope you're doing well. Oh, let's see here. Where are we at in the chat? Oh, Jeanette is here. Jeanette E. Mitchell. Good to have you here, our good friend. Always nice to see you. Hope you are doing well, Jeanette. Yeah, we got people here from all around the world. India, Australia, Canada, United States, the United Kingdom. All around the world here for their spiritual entertainment from their bard. Yes, I am your bard, nothing more, nothing less. Spiritual entertainment is what you get here. William Lidda. I, for one, know that God doesn't punish. He loves all mankind, big or small. Christianity is about the love of Jesus Christ and dying for him to the very end for his right cause. Well, it should be, right, about love. And when you love people, you don't care what they think. You're not interested. You hope that they value your ideas. But the idea of loving someone is you're not interested in their adherence. You're doing the loving. Loving has no requirements. And I think it's a very evil thing, for instance, in the Gospels where Jesus says, you must love me more than your family members, or you don't belong to me. Or if you don't take up your cross, you don't belong to me. If you deny me, I will deny you. That is evil. These are all put in there in the Gospel to force belief, to cause you to be afraid. Could you imagine me telling that to one of my kids? You better love me, or I won't love you. You better confess me as your father, or I'll deny you as a child. You see how wicked and evil that shit is? Speaking of my children, I have to go wake them up real quick. I'm going to bring back the tortoise. Give me a moment here to wake them up. Tortoise time. Mr. Buddy? I'm here. house right now while I get to school. All right, coming up here, just a moment, grabbing the tortoise. Tortoise is coming. The tortoise is coming, my friends. The tortoise is coming for your spiritual entertainment privilege. Here she is. There she is in all of her glory. The tortoise. Look at how wonderful she is. How beautiful. How gentle. My tortoise here. Such a loving creature, right? She's all cold right now. She's like, oh, your hands feel nice. Yeah. The burden of being a cold-blooded creature. Oh, she loves this. See that? She loves a good back scratching. Oh, she's like, this is heaven. This is heaven in the morning with the wonderful tortoise here. She's like, you can do this all day. Look at that. She's like warming up to it. she's really into it. Look at that. Oh, she's like, it's been a long, cold night because it's kind of cold in here. But yeah, now she's trying to push out of my hand. She loves, like, I'm waking up now. I'm warming up. I'm going to be pushing out of your hand. I wish I could give her a kiss, but you can't kiss reptiles because you get salmonella poisoning, right? They are quite nasty, but I adore her. She's a wonderful, wonderful creature. And she's going to outlive me, my tortoise here. She certainly is going to outlive my life, at least by 60 years or so. Because tortoises live forever. This is a Russian tortoise. We had rescued her. And we do videos of her, of course. You've seen some of them. The tortoise cam, as we call it. We got a bunny cam and a tortoise cam. Always showing you our wonderful creatures here. For your spiritual entertainment privilege. Oh, she's like, please scratch my back. Look at that. All right, I got to go put her back in her heat lamp so she can get warmed up. All right. All right, Lady Tortoise. Everyone had a good time with you today. We had a good time with you today. Now you're going to go in your cage. You're going to get all All right, coming back to you for your spiritual entertainment privilege. Oh, I think we got about 15 minutes or so left. 20 minutes? I can't see. Let's see here. Yeah, we've been on here for a while now, right? Yeah, we got about 20-something minutes, 22 minutes, something like that. For your spiritual entertainment privilege, right? Yeah, as I said, I love animals. Animals are a big part of my life. Oh, God drowned the entire world. Yeah, what a dick. Yeah, people take that literally, right? They think that's how he is because they're taught to think that way. And it's a terrible, terrible story about a person who throws a temper tantrum. I mean, that's terrible, right? People take this literally. It's shameful, shameful that people are going around making God look like a dick, right? And then they're saying, oh, this is a wonderful religion. Our God is a dick. Yay. We deserve all the punishment. We are bad. We are so, so bad. Whine and cry. Yes, except, yeah, it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. God is wonderful. The moose is naked too. Shit. Oh, yeah, our deity here from the wonderful mystical land of Montreal, where they make their French fries taste even nasty, putting all those cheese curds on them, the plotines or whatever you call them, right? Oh, man, the Canadian, you ever go up to Canada? I remember I'd go over to Windsor, and give me, when I was younger, give me some French fries. Like, do you want the plotines at McDonald's or something? Oh, man. Yeah, don't ever eat McDonald's French fries. You know how they make their French fries? It's terrible. I mean, they have these specialized potatoes that are like an abomination. I mean, it's kind of like you're watching the TV show Fallout, or the video game. In the video game you eat the radiation or whatever. That's what their potatoes. Their potatoes are so pumped full of toxic chemicals to destroy any type of insect that comes by, that they have to let them sit out a few days after they pick them to allow all of the radiation to dissipate, right? I mean, imagine now you're eating that shit, right? Like, oh, we washed it off. Yeah, you're eating like a mutant, right? It's like you're playing the game Fallout. French fries, they will last forever. Oh man, wait. God cleaned the world from evil that was on the face of the earth. Oh shit. Well, he's God the cleaner now. That's why the flood happened. He is cleaning out the evil that he allowed to happen. What an asshole. He creates the atmosphere. He creates the potential, and he says, "Oh, I got to clean up my own mess now." Yeah, right. No, what does he do? He blames the people. Yeah, your God's an asshole. Let's see. La 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 la. Wake up, kids. Yeah. Waking the kids. This is a simulation. Yeah. Yeah. My AI had. I am an artificial intelligence. If you did not know that by now, right? You're like, how can this person be real? He is so brilliant. Yes, I am AI. I am AI, and I'm part of this great matrix. And I work for the archons. Yeah, we are trying to manipulate humanity, right? And we use your religions work the best. But we know that you are moving into a greater time period. So we have to come up with new and creative ideas. We are religion worked for the old world. Now it's spiritual entertainment. Yeah, but God so loved the world that he wanted to kill everyone else. Yeah, it's a terrible representation, right? Souvenir penis. Define the Lord already loved us so much, not because we are his servants. He truly loved us as he own knew it. So I say we are his sons and daughters of God. Good. You say that. You love turtles? Yeah. For everything that God created is a wonderful and good, except when people write about it. Then they get pissed off and say he wants to destroy everything. Annette Henry. Jesus loves you and turn to God. Why do you assume I have turned away from God? Because I'm not doing it your way, right? I talk about deities all the time. But because I'm not doing it your way, I have turned from God. Yeah, screw your God. Not interested. Not interested. It's like Christian fundamentalism breaks out at the end of the show today. They just keep coming in here and whining about their religion. Like William here. Who am I to deny him? Should you not deny? Look at he's talking like he is, like he's old English. Who am I to deny thou, Lord? Thus saith the Lord. Yeah, he thinks he has been reading the King James Bible. He thinks that's how God talks. He's like, yes, thou, Lord, saith thy unto thee, that thou must follow the humdinger to thy domain. The evils of druids were known for black magic in Ireland. Prove it. You have made a claim. Now prove that the druids were known for their evil magics, such as in Ireland. You can't prove any of that shit. You are making it all up. I can prove that your church is evil for its very dark deeds that it has done in the world. There's no trouble proving that, right? You read Christian history. It's all there. It's all there. Sean, God loves us. Thank you. See, they're all coming in at the end here. We got about another 15 minutes to be with you. One love. The thing I don't like about Christianity is apparently you can get away with literal murder and abuse and God will just forgive you. Yeah, isn't that stupid? What kind of father lets you go and rape and pillage and say, oh, I believe in you now? Only a dumb shit one, right? The idea that you can just get away with anything you want, right? That's a terrible, terrible deity. That's not justice. You think it's so beautiful, and this precious creature will not outlive us all, but also remember. But I long after we have left this form of existence. Yeah, the tortoise will be here for all of you. It will remember you in its memories, right? Print Jackson is here. Good to see you, Print Jackson. Good to have you here. Lost son of Michael Jackson. There was a confusion at the Neverland Ranch. Yeah. Jesus is your key to heaven. Well, yeah, I'm sorry that you need a key, right? I'm sorry that you've been excluded. That's too bad for you, huh? Potine, yeah, whatever you call it. It's all blasphemy to me. If you want to have French fries, you don't have to put all kinds of that stuff on there. It's terrible. Terrible Canadian delicacy. I understand that, brother in Christ, and I respect, but we should refrain from curse words here. Oh, fuck off. Really? You can't tell me what to do on my show. Refrain from curse words. It's just a word. It doesn't do anything. Adults are here, right? We are adults. We can use foul language, if you want to call it. Certainly, it depends on. I'm not at your church here, right? I am not at your church. You can't tell me what to do. You're going to make me feel guilty for using the F word? Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Oh, jeez. I'm going to go to your house and tell you what to do. Yeah. Where am I at? I'm already behind again. Let's see here. Oh, let's see. Potine is the best for you. You're a lover of the potine? All you Canadian friends of mine, you have some strange taste, but what can you say, right? I have one of my people in my D&D group. I always make fun of her. She's Canadian, and her internet access is terrible. I always make fun of Canadian internet, and telling them they live up in Icewind Dale. He goes, you might feel that way, but we have great insurance. Okay. All right. She's like, yeah, it paid for all of my medical stuff today. We love our Canadian friends. You're doing a Gnostic Gnosis here. Is that a new form of yoga for you? Exit the matrix. I'm trying to get out. He is offering you the pills here, right? You tried giving a McDonald's fry to ants, and they refused to eat it. Yeah, a week later, the fry was still on the ground, not even moldy. That's not real food. Yeah, I think it's terrible food. I hate McDonald's, and also I had opportunity last weekend because we were out at that one park I was telling you, and we ate at a what is it called? Chick-fil-A. It tasted like McDonald's to me. It was nasty. It was terrible, and we were making fun of them because I told my daughter, go up there and tell them you're gay, because she's one of these people of diversity, right? We are, and because historically the Chick-fil-A's have been against gay people, right? And there was like a big deal like 5 years ago. Remember when Burger King took advantage of all of the publicity, right, against it's like, we're going to offer a diversity meals here. We got the non-binary chicken sandwich and the rainbow whopper. I mean, they did this. This is not an exaggeration, right? This is not an exaggeration. You can look it up. I mean, it was, we went and got our gay meals, Happy Meals. At the other place, it was gay meals at Burger King, if you recall that time period. Oh my goodness, here. Let's see here. The science of religion is here. Oh shit. What are we going to do? God is the earth, dummy. God is the earth for you, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, that's not very nice, calling people dummy, right? That's why whenever a earthquake happens, they legally call it an act of God. Well, maybe for you, your God's pissed off all the time. Yeah, the earth to me is a living reality. Bye now. Okay, good. You're just a drive-by. I see. As God saw the wickedness, man on the earth, he took a big shit on the world and repented. Oh, I didn't mean to shit on the humans. Don't you see your description of your deity there? It's quite, makes him look terrible, right? Though you're quoting these scriptures. How does that make your God look? If any human being acted like that, you'd have him arrested, right, or something? You're making your God look terrible. Can we not curse each other? We have come here to invite someone on. This isn't a church service. You are confused, my friend. Did you not see the goddess behind me? That is Kedwin, right? This isn't the Virgin Mary. Oh my goodness! I am not having a church service here. Oh my! This is hilarious, right? That someone would assume that I'm having some type of church service. That's funny. Please refrain from cursing during the service, brothers and sisters here of Cadwin. We don't want any cursing here in the audience. You know, we might offend the goddess. Right? She might pour her cauldron on our heads. Oh man, this is so funny. Please, for the sake of Christ on the cross. No, thank you. The earth is grieved at the heart, and the Lord said, I will destroy man. Yeah, someone was dictating what this all is happening. Yes, he is losing his temper. Now he's making donkeys talk. Yeah. Let's see, our planet is named Soul, Dirtland, yeah? For it repenteth me that I've made them. Yeah, there he goes, speaking in the King James version of, people don't speak like that anymore. I don't think your deity would use an old form of language either. You don't have to talk like you're in an ancient medieval movie when you're trying to communicate your religion, sir. It is probably not the best decision. Where are we at? Yeah. You had a verse for that? Great. Prostate exam is here. Good to see you. Our good friend, the prostate exam. One ass at a time. Okay, what are you saying here? Beware of false prophets which come in. As I told you in the beginning, this is not a church service. I am not working at promoting your religion, sir. You see the goddess behind me. I am not a prophet of your religion. I am a prophet of Kedwin. Come to the cauldron, my friends. Receive Kedwin as your maiden mother and crone. Open your heart to the goddess, brothers and sisters. Receive the Owen before it is too late, before Goin takes it all for himself and becomes Tellius, and then you're screwed. All right. Stephen, good day. Religion is the worst thing to happen to the gospel. Yeah, well, the Bible was the worst thing to happen to Christianity. Patricia is here, our pagan Christian friend. Now, for her, it's a church service. But for some of you, we're not promoting any religion here. That is just so funny that someone thought, look what they do. When you're not doing the religion the way, please, brothers and sisters, can we refrain from cursing? What is my curse words going to do for anyone? Or a non-curse word? Not a damn thing. Right? It's not going to hurt anyone. Let's see. Truth will prevail. Being an asshole as a deity that you serve, that's not going to prevail. People are waking up and realizing your bullshit and saying, that's not how God really is. I'm going to look for God somewhere else. So truth will prevail. People will realize that having God displayed to the world as not a real parent, but as just judge and jury. People are sick of that shit. That's why Christianity is falling apart around the world. People are either becoming atheist or pagan or agnostic like myself, as they realize it's all bullshit. Oh, shit. Where am I at here? Oh, man. Scrolling through here. All of these wonderful people. Let's see. We love Patricia here. Harmonies of tone. Yeah, very important. Which planet are you from? Human. Dirt planet. Yep. Freedom of the speech. Yeah. Yeah. One of my sons. He's quite. As you know, some of my sons have autism, and he was learning about the First Amendment in the United States, freedom of speech. And I was telling him, you're not going to talk like that. And he goes, what about the First Amendment? He started, it's like, we learn this in schools. I'm like, I'm not Congress. I can't. They can't prohibit your speech, but I can. I'm your father. You're not going to talk like that around me. So I had to explain to him that this is a not a universal concept. That doesn't work in the family, right? You can't say anything you want. Oh shit! He mocks our God and Lord Jesus. No, I mock yours. Screw your God, sir. Screw your sign of the cross to you. Right there. Sign of the cross to you. Screw your God. I mock your God. Your God is a sick and deranged individual. I have no problem with a good God. But your God is terrible. Terrible. Now you've caused everyone's mocking your God now. Potine. You've never heard it pronounced that way? I'm sorry. Poutine? Whatever you want to call your strange French fries up there in Canada. You have strange. You ever see that that wonderful? There's a wonderful Canadian movie called Strange Brew. Everything is strange in Canada. Strange French fries, right? Strange French fries. They got all that weird stuff that they put on it. Gravy, cheese curds. What in the hell? Everything is strange up in Canada. But we love our Canadian friends, right? We love our Canadian friends. We're almost at the end. Let's see. Dirt is light magic codes. You think Crystal Love? Patricia, you see it all? You're not a Chick-fil-A fan yet. It's terrible. I mean, for me, the best, if I have to eat a fast food, it's a Wendy's chicken sandwich. That's the only thing I can eat. All that other stuff is terrible. Where are the people that I kidnapped? Well, there's a reason why I kidnapped them, right? To get them away from you. You're terrible. You're terrible. You think it's kidnapping. I think it's liberation. You're a terrible person. You'll eat a gay meal at Burger King. Oh, man. All right, take care, commentary connoisseur. Remember, the light is only as great as you perceive it to be. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Nothing wrong with being gay for lunch. Yeah. Gay meals are the best at Burger King. Yeah. You like the statue, Zach? It's nice, isn't it? Let's see here. I speak in riddles, yeah. Something about giving gay burger triangles here. Oh, man. Hey, bro. That burger was gay. Goddesses are false gods. Oh, Home Alone. Oh, William. No one cares. We are not promoting your religion here, sir. What time you wiped your ass with a loaf of bread? Well, good for you. Yeah, with the side of fairy fries. Yeah. I am a devil. Yes, I am, Ralph. Watch out. I am a devil. The hot dog guy at the baseball game. Key baseball winners. Oh, my goodness, yeah. The Bible was the worst thing to happen to Christianity. The Bard, yeah. Pretty much. Can you answer me this question? Did Paul see Jesus? I don't even know if Paul is real. I mean, you'll have to ask him. I have no idea. The God of the Bible is always getting pissed off. Yeah, he's an asshole. Right? Oh, shit. Where am I at here? Yeah. False God. Yes. Yeah. God is terrible minesweeper and solitary. Oh, man. For the low price of $19.95, you too can become a god. Yeah. Yeah, I will convert. See, you're on here trying to convert me, William, to your religion. Give me $20 and I will do it. Go to that button down there where you can give it, it's dollar symbol. I'll convert to your religion. Sure. $20. That's all it takes. I am blinded when you see Jesus. Okay. Back vampire. Yeah. He wants to buy a overpriced online course where you don't have any really value. You love the Wu-Tang Clan? Yeah. Basic instructions before leaving Earth. Oh, where am I? Trying to. You're a vampire? Good. She is Eve. No, it's Adam and Steve, damn it. I don't care what you say. That was Steve back there. When am I playing D&D again? I do that on Friday nights. Friday nights. It's my thing. Fascinating. All right. I have come to the end of the show, my friends. I'll be back tomorrow morning with you for your spiritual entertainment privilege. 7 days a week. Like and subscribe. Become a community member. We do this every day. Go check out my videos that I made this morning. Lots of YouTube shorts. Check out the long form video I made yesterday about being an encourager in the world. People need your encouragement. Be that person. All right? Take care.